Alright, so I received these Bibles, both from Holman Publishers USA last January 2026. Well, you can see the unboxing that we did on that day being posted here on our YouTube channel. In any case, it has been a month since we received this review copies, and we do apologize for this delayed Bible review. It has been a busy month for the City of God Ministry Archdiocese of Manila, with so many general assemblies that we had to attend in regards to the pastoral and ecclesial roles of the local churches being in line with the evangelistic roles of every members. Well, in any case, before we dive in, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will be updated real time. Hi, this is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry, Archdiocese of Manila. And now you are watching our Bible review program. So last 20th of January, we received these two specific Bibles from Holman. And for this video, we will be taking a look at this He Reads Truth CSB in the Holman Handcrafted collection by Holman Publishers. Well, the selling point of this Bible, besides the HHC premium treatment, which I will show you in a while, is the packaging itself. Take a good look at this rather unique box made specifically for this Bible. I mean, it has a cloth overboard clamshell box with a shade of dark blue, the icon of the He Reads Truth CSB, and look at the label here at the spine. Here we have He Reads Truth, the icon, and the Christian Standard Bible, and the CS and the Holman. And here are the details at the back. You could pause this video if you would like to read the details, the specs. Here we have the ISBN number and the link, csbible.com. And so I will show you the inside part. So this is the cardstock wrapped around the Bible, and look how this is designed. We have a rather thick front side of the box in order to protect the Bible inside. And take a look at the ribbon that acts as a support in taking out the Bible. There you go. And take a look at that. This is the ribbon. Here we have the Bible wrapped around with the cardstock. And as you can see, this is a rather thick Bible. I'll show you the dimensions of the text block in a while. And take a look at the calfskin. This calfskin for me is kind of thick, but take a look at the grain, shiny gray. The leather for me is kind of thick, but it is floppy. It looks like a goatskin, but it feels really good in the hands. It feels really good in the hands. I mean, the pebble, the grain feel of that, it is really wonderful. And I'd like to show you how the leather acts. If you bend the leather, you could actually see the wrinkle effect, but it goes back normally afterwards. And take a look at the perimeter stitching. It's also color brown, together with the cover. And the perimeter stitching is nicely done. And take a look at the spine. Here we have the icon for the He Reads Truth, Holy Bible, Christian Standard Bible, and by Holman. And we have 3 raised spine hubs. And as you can see, you notice that the stamp is deep stamped. The gold is deep stamped. It won't easily brush off. And as you can see, of course, this is Smith sewn bound. And we have 3 ribbon markers, color white. In excess, it measures 3 inches. Angle cut. As you can see, this looks, of course, the wrinkle is there because of the packaging. And take a look at the gold gild. How this gold is very rich and thick, and if you bend the page, you would see a pinkish red under gold. And as you open the Bible, you could see the gold line at the border, front and back. And as you can see, we have the pledge card here. And also, this is an edge line construction. I think also we have a calfskin as a liner here. I'm not just sure, but maybe someone could correct me if I'm wrong. And now here we are moving to the presentation page, printed in cardstock. And now we have the icon page of the He Reads Truth. Here we have the title page. And here we have the copyright page. And I'd like to show you the details. And we have here, men in the Word of God every day. So this one uses the sorry about that, CSB 2020 text. And here we have the different binding options. And this one is printed in China. And as you can see, 2026, we are on the 12th run of the printing of this Bible. Moving along, here we have the introduction. Sorry about that. Introduction to the He Reads Truth. And here we have the table of contents. And also at the bottom we have the books of the Bible. And here we have the how to read the Bible. On the next page we have the what is the gospel. And here on the next page we have a quotation from Romans 10 verse 9. And as you can see, here in this page is the illustration of the key features spread all throughout the text of the Bible. We have the genre indicator, we have the introduction, details, key verses, key verse arts. You'll see that. Well, I forgot to mention to you, the dimension is we have 8.5 inches in length, 6 inches in width, and of course 2 inches thick. And here we have the genre guide. We have the Old Testament here and the New Testament on the other side. And I'm not sure if you could clearly see that, but the parts of the Bible is color coded. And here we have the language of the Bible. And here we have the introduction to the Christian Standard Bible. And now we are here in the Old Testament. And as we turn the page, Here in the Old Testament, we could see the key verse here on the left side. It was very good indeed. And at the bottom, we have Genesis 1:31 here, where God says, God saw all that he had made, and it was very good indeed. Now, here in the book of Genesis, as you can see, we have details here like on the timeline, a little background, message and purpose. I do believe that some of these details are also found in the CSB Study Bible, but what makes this very special is that at the bottom we have here the give thanks for the book of Genesis. Let me just focus the camera. There you are. And now, every book of this Bible has the read and understand section, where as you can see there is a weekly reading plan. There you go. We have week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, where we have the let me zoom it out for you, where we have the reading from the book together with a going deeper with the New Testament. And as you read, you just click on check on the box. And on the next page we have the chapter outlines. And moving on to the main text itself, here we have the let me show that to you. You have a single column format, a very wide outer margin where you could put down your notes. I think this is more than an inch. I believe it would be 1 3/4 inches. Now this one is a perfect reading Bible layout, because the of course the downside here is that this Bible is designed for reading. The verse numbers are pretty small. If you notice, there are no accents on this page. It's all black. Verse numbers and the chapter numbers, including also the translator footnotes. There are no references here in this Bible, take note. And there is a little bit of a sheen, but I love the texture of the paper. If you kind of read it, of course you've noticed it earlier that there that there is a sheen. I believe this paper is coated, but the pages here is very easy to turn. But what I love about this Bible is that this is a really good Bible for devotion and reading. Now, this is not just a devotion Bible, nor is it just a study Bible. This is sort of a combination of both. I just checked my notes. Yes, the outer margin is 1 3/4 inches. Bottom and up, it is actually 10 millimeters. Now, even though the font is a little bit small, I think this is a 9-point font, but because of the layout on how the page is printed with all the spaces, it has a good enough space actually. So reading from this text is not so bad at all. What I also love about this is that the page is not that busy. It's all text. We only have a translator footnotes down there, good enough space for writing, for jotting down notes. A good quality papers, really smooth. I'm not sure about the GSM, but any one of you would know, just comment down below. And take a look at the poetic form here. It's really nice as well. Now here we are in the New Testament. As you can see, the words of Christ are in black, so good for everyone who wants to have a black letter Bible. And we have references in the Old Testament printed in bold. Take, for instance, this one. And right at the end, Book of Revelation, we have key verses here. And as you can see, key verses here are color-coded depending on the sections of the Bible. We have the Pentateuch, we have the historical, and we have the wisdom and poetry. It goes all the way up to the epistles, which is also color-coded. And then here we have the Bible in a year. Well, the format of this Bible in a year is actually really good. I mean, take a look at that. It is grouped by month, and then we have the primary reading here, and then we have from the New Testament, the Gospels. So we have 4 columns here in our reading plan, which is actually a good format if you ask me. And after that, we have the table of weights and measures, and we also have the list of contributors. So how does this Bible really work? In every book of the Bible, inserts are placed in order to help you understand the text that you are reading. Like here in Matthew, for instance. Here we are in pages 1684 to 1685. This points you to the 12 apostles, because on the next page, the text there starts already with the first disciples. Here, Jesus was already starting to pick who would be his disciples. And on page 1687, as you can see, we have the Sermon on the Mount. This will lead us to the next page, which tackles in a form of a table the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes here are tabulated, and at this other side of that, you would see references where the Beatitudes are actually applied. If you ask me, this is actually more than a study Bible. The only similarity you may find between this Bible and the CSB study Bible is the tools in the introduction of every book. Other than that, all the tools here are different. This Bible is understanding your faith Bible. This is a building your devotion Bible. This is actually an in-between study and devotional Bible. Plus, I love the HHC treatment of this. What I cannot do with this Bible is to bring this anywhere, actually. Maybe Holman can make a mini version of this HHC He Reads Truth. Definitely this Bible will make a statement. And, of course, this Bible will also create a lot of conversation. Well, that's my take about this. So I highly recommend this Bible. Alright, so keep calm and Jesus on. Keep safe and God bless. Now, this is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry, signing off.